Hi everyone, welcome back to part 6 of my Star Wars Battlefront Let's Play. In the last part we finished the Battle of Geonosis, and in this part we are going to be defending Kamino against the droids, because we hit them where it hurts, and I guess they want to hit us where it hurts for us too, at our cloning facilities. Yep, it's not a bad map.
On Kamino, our eventual victory depends. Defend against the Separatist attack, or our clones will be lost.
We finally get to use the Jet Trooper, which is actually my favorite unit in this whole game. They kind of nerfed it in Battlefront 2, but in Battlefront 1 it's really useful. It's my favorite clone unit and just overall my favorite unit. I don't like the Empire Dark Troopers that much because their jetpacks are more, well, I think they're called jump packs anyway, and it's kind of in the name. You'll see, because for them, their jetpacks just kind of jump instead of just kind of hovering, and I'd rather hover. I think it's more maneuverable that way. So you have one spawn location, and then the droids have another. And I would suggest, on whichever side you spawn, to not go for the first command post that's closest to you. Go for the one that's a little bit farther, because I mean your allies would most likely get the one that's closer anyway, but try to get the one that's farther. Just kind of gain a foothold, so it's harder for enemies to kind of start advancing on your position. There's a lot of turrets on these middle platforms and on the platforms that are on the actual command posts, and they can be a real pain in the ass. So try to take them out from far away, or at least try to take out the droids that are on them. So yeah, we did a pretty good job starting and gaining good foothold. And just try to keep up the pressure on them, because if you're careless on this map, the enemy can easily outflank you, and your allies are decent, but they're not that good at defending command posts. So just make sure you know what's going on at all times. Check your map often, so you don't get overrun.
The reinforcements are being depleted.
So yeah, we pretty much got this side. Got a whole bunch of reinforcements coming in, which means that they're gonna start putting a lot of pressure on that command post on the other side, so we want to make sure they don't do that. So yeah, turret got me, so it's actually a pretty good map for sniping. Let's try to defend this command post first, and then we can snipe a little bit. Light a few mines. Well, that didn't really do much. Let's try to take care of this droideka. Need a Jet Trooper. Jet Trooper is the clone special unit, just like the droideka is the droid special unit. And Jet Trooper is pretty much going to be your most effective line of defense against droidekas. When their shields are full, they'll take two of your EMP missiles to lower their shields. And that's when you want to use your pistol to kind of finish them off. And if their shields aren't up, then it'll just take one hit of your missile launcher. I would suggest getting this command post in order to get the high ground, which is actually, you know, a thing. It really is helpful. So yeah, let's try sniping even though I suck. These are recon droids who can actually use it effectively this time, unlike in Geonosis where they shot it down. And sweet, got some orbital bombardment on them. Well, I couldn't kill him, so at least he did me the favor of leaving. And I'm going to die, yep. So yeah, once you pretty much take over one side, they'll start putting a lot of pressure on the other side, because they'll be pretty much cornered. I'm gonna go ahead and spawn at the clone center.
Move out, soldier. Yes, sir.
See if we can't do some damage, even though I suck at sniping. So yeah, as you can see, they're pretty much cornered right there. The rest of our allies are doing a pretty good job of letting them, or not letting them cross on the other side, so they don't get those other command posts. So at least they're doing that. I remember when I first got this game, I was in 6th grade, and I guess I had too much faith in my allies, because I would go off to do something and just assume that they would keep our command posts safe, and I'd get frustrated all the time because the little clone commander would be like, oh, we lost the command post, all the time, and I'd get really frustrated. So just make sure you pay attention to what's going on your map. Don't get too caught up on what's going on one side. Don't forget that your enemies can flank you. They're not the smartest AI in this game, but numbers can overwhelm sometimes. There's a lot of them over there. Let's try to see if we can send them out a little bit. These EMP grenades. So yeah, you're either gonna want to destroy the turrets or just snipe the droids out of them. I'll just destroy them because I'm better at that than actually sniping. Yeah, that droidica kind of didn't stand a chance. And neither did I, because, turrets. Yeah, they're kind of gaining a foothold here, and I don't really like that. Once again, sprint button would be really helpful. So yeah, I mean, I don't really think this is a hard level. As long as you kind of pay attention to what's going on, you'll be fine. Try not to get overconfident or something. You can't even the odds. See how they like it. Also, when you are using a turret, you have to remember that they do overheat, so you need to watch for that. We just have one more turret to worry about, and we can try to take this back. Shouldn't be much longer anyway, because we have 100 more reinforcements than they do, so it's only a matter of time. Yeah, that's not good. Alright, well, good thing they were distracted. I don't know what he was looking at. Droidica doing droidica things. Help, 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 help. That's worth a shot. I like how he still, makes, a dying noise even after he's dead. That was a really bad shot. Yeah, I'm not doing too well in this game. It's just droid pilot. I don't really like them. I don't really like the lightning rod or whatever it's called. I don't know, it's just not my style. But I mean, I guess it makes sense. I mean, we're fighting against droids, so you'd think it'd be the most effective weapon, but I don't know. It's not my style. I'd rather be flying in the jet trooper. So yeah, that's Kamino. Not really a hard map. Just, mind your surroundings and don't get too cocky. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and see you next time in part 7. Thanks.